Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2017 in our European Journeyman series with Monaco. Now today we are away against Tours. Last time we finished off with some excellent form, getting a perfect episode under our belt for the first time in a long time. But most importantly, we beat PSG 4-3 away from home, which is an absolutely crucial result in the wider scheme of the title race, especially as we were 3-1 up until the 80th minute. We got pegged back to 3-3, and then Thomas Lemar in the 89th minute went and scored the winner for us in an absolutely huge victory. Now since then we've done reasonably well, and if we have a look at our competitions, we are 2 points clear at the top of the league, still unbeaten after 14 games. We're also pretty much guaranteed to win the group. We've got a game against Zenit today in our second match. That's away from home, so it'll be a bit tiring because it will be fatigue kicking in. But the schedule for today is quite an interesting one. We should be getting quite a few points, especially against Tours in the first game, where we are away against the bottom club in the league. And given the run of form we're on, I would expect us to lose that game, given the way Football Manager likes to approach the bottom teams. That said, we should be getting the win there. And then against Zenit, I expect us to win again, but I might rest a few players, which could put that result in doubt. We've then got games against Stade Rennais and Lens in the league before Stade de Rennes and Rapid Vienne finishes off our Champions League group. So a lot to look forward to. That will take us up to early December. Only a couple of weeks in game time though, so it's going to be coming thick and fast. Now if we have a look at the players in the squad, a few of you have asked to take a look at a few players, and Mbappe is the main one. Now I've not been playing him an awful lot, but with Thomas Lemar injured, he is going to get a lot more game time on the left flank, which is where Thomas Lemar sometimes plays. Now the main issue I have with Mbappe is his finishing is terrible, and I think it's to do with the original managers, because obviously I only came in after the game had been progressed to 5 years already. So the players not particularly doing that well, especially Mbappe, hasn't come along as much as you would expect him to do. He is still quite a good player. Now the big absence is Thomas Lemar, who's going to be out for 6 or 7 months, right up to the end of the season. He'll probably miss the rest of the season actually by the time he gets back to full fitness. So he is the big loss. I'm not sure there's anybody else really worth showing you. I know a lot of you want to go a bit more in depth in the players, but you're already familiar with players like Pereira, who's doing very well at the moment. You've got Zeka, the left back, also very good. About as solid a left back as you're going to find in the game at this point at 27 years old. Fabinho, a little bit old, but still doing reasonably well, a solid all-round player. And Boris still has a long way to develop, but with Lemar injured, he's going to get a lot more game time. And with that 18 finishing and first touch, I'm expecting him to get a few more goals. Otherwise, Alvaro Morata, still the star striker, 14 goals in 17 games is a pretty good return, and I'm hoping he can continue that in this episode. Now for this match we are going to be using the away formation, given we're away from home. It means Boris will be playing alongside Morata, but you can see the players are very tired, so not all of them are going to make it to the full-time whistle. Bernardo Silva though will be making the most of Thomas Lemar being injured. Castellano, Cook and Fabinho are in midfield. Zeka, Pereira, Vallejo and Sidibe the back four, with Nezovic in goal. Vallejo headers it down, but Belcarbio's picked it up. Ball sent out wide to Kouakou. He loses it to Zeka. Solid play from him. Now Cook into Castellano. Forward to Boris. Back out wide to Zeka, who just about keeps it in. Bernardo Silva to Castellano. Zeka again. Castellano. Over to Fabinho in a good position. Can he play it forward to the two strikers? He's still going Fabinho and puts it wide. Bernardo Silva to Castellano. He sends it over the top looking for Boris. Morata can't get to the header. Uyoka down the line. Should be picked up by Vallejo, and is. He finds Nezovic. Now Zeka. Bringing the ball forward from the left. Looking for Boris, who's moved out a little wider than he'd usually be. Cook to Bernardo Silva. Castellano to Fabinho. Forward to Bernardo Silva. Sidibe tackled. Morata though, with a first time shot when the loose ball came to him, has got his 15th goal of the season. Miguel forward to Uyoka. He skips the tackle very easily. He's still going. He's beaten another player, and he's found Carbonaro, who has scored for Tours to bring them back level. Sidibe into Lewis Cook. Back with Sidibe, who finds Bernardo Silva. He pushes it into Castellano in a good position. Now Zeka, not a lot of support on that flank, but he finds Silva. The ball runs to Morata, to Sidibe. Still 2-3 to aim at. He puts it across and it's cleared away. Kouakou on the ball. Back to Grat. We have got them highly pressed up the pitch and Castellano's won the ball back. Cook to Fabinho. Onto Morata, turns the defender again, Morata, and he finds that bottom corner again for a 2-1 lead. Corner from Diamni into Sakor, who's headed that one into the top corner, and every time we take the lead, they peg us back straight away. Well, you can see exactly what's about to happen in this game. Less than 30 seconds left. It's still 2-2. We've had 33 efforts on goal, 17 on target. Scored twice. Tours have scored 2 from their 3 attempts on target. Bernardo Silva tries to pitch in a Morata. He's proved me wrong in the 93rd minute. I thought it was all over with 30 seconds to go, but Alvaro Morata had other ideas. He has completed his hat-trick and surely won us 2 vital extra points in the title race. I cannot believe that genuinely happened. I really thought this game was over, but there it is. It's another fantastic victory from the team who maintain their unbeaten run in the league. Still 2 points clear of PSG after that last second goal from Morata got him his hat-trick. And he is already showing why he was worth as much money as we paid for him in the summer. Well, after managing to keep up that excellent winning streak in that game thanks to Morata's last-second hat-trick, we now have to go all the way to Russia and St. Petersburg for this match against Zenit. Just avoiding defeat today will win us the group, so even if we lose this match, I still expect us to win the group in the game we have left. But it'd be nice to do it with a game in hand. I am resting a lot of players though because they were very tired. We do have 5 games rest after this match, 5 days rest after this match. So hopefully the players will be fresh for the game against Stade Rennais in the league at the weekend. We are going to have Boris and Mbappe lead the line with Malcolm playing in that advanced playmaker position. Nikitovic, Soufache and Cook are the midfield 3 with Sidibe, Pereira, Glick and Fabinho the back 4, and Mifsud comes in goal. Fabinho, ball cleared away by Javi Garcia. Mac on the far side is giving it away. Now Boris into Mbappe, who finds that bottom corner. A very quick goal there after getting the ball back, and Mbappe gives us the lead. Malcolm's corner. Out to the edge of the area for Nikitovic. Soufache puts the ball to the back post and Glick's header has gone in and our second string team are leading 2-0 in Russia. Shatov with the free kick sent to the back post. There's a foul in there. It's Nikitovic with the push and Zenit have a penalty. Novoseltev steps up and he's found the bottom corner. Mifsud so close to stopping that one, but Zenit do have a goal back. Pereira over to Sidibe. Ball sent across to Fabinho. He's given it away to Javi Garcia. That's a poor pass to play. And Cochrane's got into the box. He can pull it back. And Guiliano has found the bottom corner again. 2 shots, 2 goals. Maybe the change of keeper was a mistake. Well, there's a full-time whistle. Not a lot happened after Zenit got their equaliser. And while it wasn't good enough failing to get the win after going 2-0 up early on, it does mean that we have won the group with a game to spare and we can rest a lot of players in the match against Rapid Vienna. Well, we're back in league action against Stade Rennais, and it is definitely worth noting that PSG played before us this weekend and they lost, which means if we beat Stade Rennais and continue our winning streak in the league, we'll move 5 points clear of PSG, which would be an absolute dream. We are playing with the home formation. The team is excellently fresh after resting so many players in Russia. We're going to be using the home formation with Mbappe covering for Thomas Lemar on the left flank for the rest of this season. Bernardo Silva is going to play on the right flank where he plays very well. Morata down the middle. Pineda, Cook and Thiago Maia, the dream 3 in midfield from Benfica. Zeka, Pereira, Vallejo and Fabinho, the back 4, our strongest possible back 4. Nezovic in goal. And other than Thomas Lemar missing on the left flank, this is our strongest possible 11, and I'm expecting us to move 5 points clear today. Cosiello puts the free kick in. Morata, the man headering it away, but Perez picks it up. Now Andre to Ntep. Slips it through for Malé, who has found the back of the net, and it is 1-0 inside 6 minutes. Thiago Maia with a header. Andre down. Now Henriquez to Cosiello. He's tackled by Thiago Maia, but Pires picks it up. Ball back to the left back Costa. Now Pires into Cosiello. Malé onto Henriquez. Ball in behind for Ntep, cut out by Zeka, but we cannot retain possession at the moment. Cosiello to Pires again. Still drifting in Pires, and he's only just missed the target. Nearly half time. Thiago Maia onto Morata. Now Zeka. Can we get the equaliser? He puts the ball in, finds Morata. It's hit the post and just drifted over the line. An absolute dribble of a ball there, but Morata has scored again to drag us level. Pires with the free kick. Sent towards the back stick. Duarte was unmarked, but instead Mbappe can charge and use that pace he's got to break away from the defence. One player to beat. He's gone past him. Still Mbappe, who's put it wide. Costa sends the ball in. Now Malé. Back with Costa. It's been a while since Rene had an attack, so this is going to be dangerous. Gonzalez to Malé again. He finds Preciado. Gonzalez into Ibora. Gonzalez to Malé. Ibora again. We need to get the tackle in. Instead, Andre was allowed in, but Nezovic with a very good stop. Just a couple of minutes left and we are desperately looking for this late winner. Pineda to Cook. Now Zeka on the left back position. Finds Cook again. Ball over the top for Castellano. Comes to Morata. And yet again, Alvaro Morata showing that extra fighting spirit that we were missing last season. Getting that 88th minute winner. It's the second time in as many matches in the league that he's got us a last second winner. Castellano with a free kick going over the bar. That will surely be the full-time whistle. And it's another crucial 3 points that have been earned in the last 2 minutes of a game. This team has so much determination in it now. The Benfica boys coming in have really made the difference. And we are 5 points clear of PSG. Still unbeaten after 16 matches thanks to some excellent last-minute goals. Well, the team's a little bit tired after that late win in our last match, and against struggling Lens we need to be at the top of our game because they're going to be hard to break down. We are going to use the 2 up front formation. Boris coming back into the team and I need him to get a goal today. Morata got 7 goals in his last 3 league games now. He is absolutely on fire. Bernardo Silva playing in the hole behind them, didn't have a great game last time out. I actually subbed him off towards the end of the match. Castellano, Cook and Pineda are in the middle. Castellano obviously getting the assist late in our last game. Zeka at left back, Fabinho at right back, and Pereira and Vallejo continue in the middle. I'd like them to manage to keep a clean sheet today if possible. Soto sends the ball in. He's got it back. And then Castellano robbing him of the ball. Castellano looks like he's in quite a bit of form at the moment. Morata running with the ball, just ran out of options. Punje bringing the ball forward. Pineda wins it. Vallejo to Cook. Now Castellano finds Boris. He should be laying the ball off to Zeka, which he does. Now Castellano into Pineda. Great position for Pineda. He finds Fabinho. 3 at the back stick. And Boris is there. I said I wanted a goal for him. And he's turned up to deliver, giving us the lead against Lens. Zeka to Cook. Ball across to Pereira. Now Castellano. Looks for Bernardo Silva. Ball spread wide to Fabinho. He's lost the ball there with a bit of poor control. He's quite tired at the moment, Fabinho. He won't make the rest of this game. Pounje down the line, and it's a foot race which has been lost by our defender. The ball put into the middle and Pereira is there. That was too easy a goal to concede, and it's 1-1. Well, there is the full-time whistle. There's no late goal this time. We've just failed to beat a poor opponent. The players were not good enough at all, and it means that PSG, after their 6-1 destruction of Saint-Etienne, have closed the gap down to 3 points once again. We are still unbeaten in the league, 2 games away from the halfway mark. If we can keep that up, I'd be happy at the halfway stage. But we also need to maintain that points gap, ready for our second match against PSG later this season. After dropping points in that game against Lens, we now need to bounce back with another win to make sure PSG can't gain even more ground on us. We are using the home formation. We're taking on the 19th place club in a match at home. So we should be getting 3 points from this game. We're using pretty much our strongest 11 without Thomas Lemar available, which means Morata, Mbappe and Bernardo Silva are relied on to get the goals, with Pineda, Cook and Thiago Maia providing them. The assists, Zeka, Pereira, Vallejo and Fabinho still haven't managed to give me a clean sheet. Nezovic in goal will hopefully keep the ball out of the back of the net. Fabinho inside to Lewis Cook. Ball stolen away by Haidara, the former Newcastle man, and played through beautifully to Gaidu, who skips the tackle, still going. Nezovic with a good stop. Silva takes a free kick into the middle. It's cleared away. Castellano chases it. Sidibe to Pineda. Back with Pineda, who's given the ball away. Del Sol forward to Gori. Now Diego. Out wide to Haidara. This is looking a little bit worrying at the moment. Fabinho does get the ball back for us. Pineda. Forward to Morata, who's been quiet both the last game and this game. Sidibe puts a cross in. Morata to Mbappe, and it's just dribbled over the line. A miss-hit effort from Mbappe, but he has managed to give us a goal that puts us 1-0 in front. Haidara to Diogo. Now Del Sol looking for a ball over the top, which Pereira wins, but Castellano didn't even compete for the second header. Now Del Sol to Crin. He plays it on to Diego. Bit good movement from him, but Fabinho clatters a tackle out of him. Boris now on the counter-attack. He's got a man free on his right, but he's brought down by Sparagna, who's about to get his second yellow card, and will be playing 10 men for the last 5 minutes. Well, there is the full-time whistle. That Mbappe goal with the breakthrough managed to get us the 3 points in the end. Playing 10 men definitely helped, and it means we maintain our 3-point cushion at the top. PSG blowing teams away left and right at the moment. 6-goal victories up to now. Now a 3-0 win away against Caen, certainly helping their efforts to overhaul us. They've got a better goal difference than us, but they have lost 3 games so far this season, so I'm hoping they'll pick up a few more defeats along the way and hopefully start drawing a few of these games as the season wears on. But we are in desperate need of the winter break as far as I can tell, because the team is absolutely shattered. Well, there's a few changes to the team, but not as many as I'd like for this game against Rapid Vienna. An injury to Boris late in the last match has left us a little bit short-handed, alongside the long-term injury to Lemar, and also Glick has got injured for a few days, so he's missing from this game. It means Morata, Mbappe and Malcolm are the front 3, with Cook, Castellano and Thiago Maia in midfield. Zeka, Nikitovic, Sufache and Sidibe the back 4, Nezovic in goal. Now I know I could bring in a lot of youth players into this match. It really doesn't matter in the context of qualifying from the group. We've already won the group with a game to spare, but I don't want to play youth players, lose a game and damage morale. I still want the victory today to keep that morale high. That's why we're putting out such a strong team. The players well rested as well, and the winter break not far away from here, so I'm hoping we can get the win, keep morale high and hopefully get a few goals in the process. Castellano to Sidibe, ball into the middle for Thiago Maia. Now Castellano to Cook, slips it into Morata, who finds Zeka, the left back, on the penalty spot in open play, has made it 1-0 with his first ever goal for the club. Zeka sends the ball into Mbappe. Now Cook, edge of the area, finds Castellano, who drills it into the bottom corner for 2-0. Sidibe out wide to Malcolm. He pulls it back to Sidibe. Lewis Cook inside to Castellano. Now Thiago Maia plays it over to Mbappe. He puts it into Malcolm, who makes it 3-0, and for once we are winning a game quite comfortably. Sufache bringing the ball forward, finds Bernardo Silva, turns his man beautifully, puts a cross in, and Mbappe's hit the crossbar, but it has gone into the back of the net for 4-0. Well, there is the full-time whistle. We have finally managed to win a game by more than 1 goal that didn't come in the last minute. A 4-0 win doing us a big favour in terms of morale, and it means that we do win the group with a 7-point gap over Dinamo, who've jumped over Zenit St. Petersburg. So there'll be one free pass for somebody in the last 16, but it means that we will hopefully avoid the biggest teams in the first knockout stage. Well, that win completes a reasonable episode for us today. That draw with Zenit wasn't ideal, but the game against Lens was the big blow as we lost our 5-point gap and made it into a 3-point gap. Now, next time out, we are going to be heading into the winter break. We're going to have 4 games before that break does come against Lille, Clermont-Foot, Guingamp and Marseille. We are back in cup action with the Coupe de Ligue in our second game of next episode. We'll then have that little winter break before taking on Marseille and Saint-Etienne in the new year, and the transfer window will open too, and I've got quite a big budget to deal with. If we look at the board, you can see there's £80 million in the bank for me to spend after the board injected some more money into the club. There's so much money in this team, you really can go on one heck of a splurge. So I will be bringing players in if I can find the right people. I know that we need to replace Thomas Lemar if we can, but I think the team's strong even without him, so it's just whoever we can bring in who is going to add real quality to the team for me at this point. But we'll go through that more in the next episode. Make sure you drop a like on this video if you've enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe as well if you haven't already. But until next time, see ya!